All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Living the Dream podcast. Today on the show, we're going through Proverbs 10, verse 32. Let's get it. The lips of the righteous know what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked, what is perverse. So, my baseline interpretation of this is there are two parts we both know, and it's choice. So, what do I mean by that? I think there's a wicked part of us. I think there's a righteous part of us. I think that part's always fighting on the process to sanctification, becoming more like Christ, and it's being pruned away. And so, I think we know what is acceptable and we know what is perverse. And I think we have a choice every day between that. And so, how does it show up in self improvement? I would say taking daily action, making the daily choice, bearing your cross daily. That's how it shows up in the self improvement side of our life. And then the entrepreneurial application of our life, I would say it comes in with leads and advertising. Like the advertising process is the process of making known. And for those of you who are Christian, it is the process of making the word known, evangelism, through your product and service, how you serve your customers, the product you make, the extent to which you go to help them become who they were meant to become. I think that starts with the process of making known, as Alex Ramosi likes to define it, which is leads, getting leads, advertising well, because you know what is acceptable, you know what is perverse, and you know that if you have a product or service that's genuinely meant to help people, to not get out there and shout about it is perverse. You're letting people miss out on the value that you have to offer. So that's what it makes me think of. That might be a little bit of a stretch, but that's what it makes me think of when I read this verse in entrepreneurship. If you know what is, if you're righteous, the righteous part of you knows what is acceptable. It is acceptable to serve people, love people, and go the extra mile for people. Get out there and shout about it. You know it's perverse to keep that type of thing in you. And the wicked part of you and the righteous part of you, the limiting beliefs and the abundant beliefs, whatever you want to call it, it's fighting the whole time. So, where has it shown up in my life? I would say building that focused consistency. I know it's wrong to be scattered, but it's easy to entertain all my ideas and excite people with my words. However, I need to take more action and speak in a more focused manner. And I need to construct my days in a more focused manner. I feel like the words that are coming out of my mouth and the thoughts that are in my head are guiding the days that I have. And when that is laser locked in and focused, and that's all I think about, that's all I'll do. And when that's all I'll do, those are the results I'll get. I'll be able to serve people in a really big, cool way. The other way is setting those clear daily KPIs. So I noticed that I lacked focus and I wanted to become more focused. So it's like, what is the one thing I'm doing? And right now, that's reaching out to private money partners for a network of people that can help me take down real estate deals to produce my first goal, which is financial freedom for myself and my family. It's doing those reach outs consistently, reaching out to people who know those people, and just building those relationships because I want 50 to 100 people. Really, I want 100 people that I can call up at any time to help me fund a deal. And when I have those 100 people, then it's time for the deal flow. I want those realtor relationships. It'll then be 100 realtors that can send me deals in my target markets, right? So setting those clear daily KPIs around outreach to private money partners, outreach to deal partners, and then outreach for the podcast slash business community. And who can I get to help me with some of that outreach because I can't do it all on my own, right? And where do I want to show up in my life? I want one thing and I want it dialed because I know what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. And I've started to realize that having a lack of focus is honestly unacceptable, especially once you get to the point where you realize how powerful focus is. And so, yeah, I want one thing and I want it to be dialed. And not that I only want to be impacting people in one way, but I only want one thing on my plate. And I want everything else to have been handed off to a team. And how can you guys apply this to your life? I would say write down your priorities and cross out everything except the top one. Then write down the one action you can do to move the needle forward the most. And do that thing consistently for a year, for 2 years, for 5 years, and change your life. So that's what we got for you guys today on the show. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you on the next one. And on that note, we're out.